All right, look, y'all. So injuries can fuck up a top player's career, whether it's basketball, football, whatever. We're gonna stick with basketball in this instance. There's been a lot of guys who was poised to be the next Jordan, the next whatever, the next problem, but injuries derailed their entire career. So tell me, there's a list of guys that people have been talking about who would have had the best or who would have been the best player had there not been for injury. We got
So
my bad.
Brandon Roy.
Yeah.
We got Brandon Roy.
Okay.
We got Tracy McGrady.
Uh-huh.
We have Derrick Rose. We have Grant Hill, and then we have Penny Hardaway. That's our list of 5.
It can't get no better list than that, but I think you might want to throw Greg Oden on there. But without that, let's just go what's right here.
That's a nice list right there.
That is.
John, I'm gonna start with you. Like, who would have had the? That's tough. Who would have had the best?
No, that's an amazing list of players, man. Everybody did, man. On that list was like you saw in their first year or so. Like, wow, these dudes are serious. Like these dudes get down, all of them. But out of that, like if we're gonna have to pick one, I'm gonna go with Derrick Rose. Like he won an MVP. Like, he came out. Like he wasn't stopping this cat. Like he's the youngest to hit the MVP. Like the way Derrick Rose was attacking the basket, like and no one could stay in front of him. Like if the injuries didn't slow this man down, you don't know what would have happened. Well, he had to go fight Braun all those times too, but he still would have had. Man, he would have been still something.
Man, he was giving Braun some trouble.
No, it was going at it. You know what I'm saying? But Braun he couldn't get past him still, regardless.
Yeah, he didn't have another score.
Yeah, so. But just in case, he stayed healthy and they did able to keep the team together and maybe did something, who knows where that would have went to, man. Because Derrick Rose, that was fun to watch, man. That was crazy. He was dunking on any and everyone. Like that 15, 17 footer. That Dragic in the air like that. That Dragic one I will never forget that Dragic dunk on. Like, what is he doing? But no, that was amazing. But no, that's what I gotta go with, man. Derrick Rose, like. I'll keep my other comments for after y'all say who y'all first pick is, but go ahead. I had a sentence to say after that.
Go ahead, Pierre.
Yeah, I felt like this is a no-brainer. It's Derrick Rose.
Okay.
Like it's a no-brainer. Derrick Rose. I don't want to bite off everything that John said, but they changed the rules based off of Derrick Rose. There is a rule called the Derrick Rose rule. So how that rule is, players can get paid X amount of the team's cap if you accomplish these 3 things. You have to start twice for an all-star team. Start for an all-star team twice. You have to be named to an all-NBA team twice. And you have to be an MVP still on your rookie deal. So there hasn't been a player that do that. Like, come on now. Man. Derrick Rose.
How much you get if you do all that?
Like, come on now.
Shit.
But still, if you do it, you're one of the best. Shit.
Yeah, and so Derrick Rose, you can read his resume. There's nothing that anyone can say to tell me wrong about Derrick Rose. I think Derrick Rose is the best point guard to ever play. I'll go out on that limb and say that. I am a huge fan of his game. I will say that.
Oh, shit.
I'll say that. You know me. There's nothing anyone can say about Derrick Rose. And yeah, it's him all day. And no disrespect to Grant or Penny or anybody else on that list. Derrick Rose is my guy, hands down.
That's another topic.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
They put a pin in that motherfucker right there.
Yeah. So anyway,
I think I got amped about PJ Tucker. Don't get me started.
Oh no!
See,
stop.
But this is the thing, like, John. I don't know if you remember. I always said Derrick Rose is my favorite player outside of LeBron. Like, Derrick Rose has been my guy since he came in the league. I've been watching him since high school. Like, I've been a huge fan of Derrick Rose. This is tough because that man Grant Hill was a problem back in the day.
Grant Hill's busy. He got busy. Oh man.
Grant Hill was like a variation of LeBron. They was calling him the next Jordan. There was nothing he couldn't do. Man, he could literally do it all.
He did everything.
Fundamentally skilled. He was 6'7", 6'8", 230, 220, 230. Strong guy. Can glide up the court. You know. That's
pick one.
Yeah.
Because Grant was doing all that same shit.
I looked at your question. It came down to your question as well. Hold on. Who would be? Let me look at it. Who would be the best if there weren't for injuries? So we saw really good Grant Hill. We still saw highlights of Penny. We saw Tracy. You still saw B. Roy, but we didn't really see Derrick Rose. He got injured 3 years into his career, 4 years, something like that. We
he
didn't
never got
see.
to really develop that jump shot.
So that's why.
He worked hard. Look how he balling now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Look how he balling now. So that
Could you
mob
imagine if he
never got hurt.
injured?
Here's my only thing.
Hmm.
And me being a small guy, Grant was 6'7", 6'8". Like
He rose to 6'2", 6'3".
right,
Yeah.
no one could stop him.
But there's a
Like they would.
okay. So
he would have broke the zones. He would have broke the zones.
Right.
He got in the middle and dropped it down.
Hold on, John. We're persuading him right now.
What was the
difference?
What was the difference between Grant Hill and LeBron James? Like 40 pounds? Because Grant Hill was a better shooter.
LeBron is about 6'8".
2 inches taller, if that.
Yeah.
So, but the shooting ability of Grant Hill, inside, outside,
smooth.
So I think that like Derek is nice.
He had a shot off the glass.
So I'm
he had that Scottie Pippen down off the glass.
That's what I'm saying. Like
Grant Hill was a fucking problem. I love Grant Hill.
I'm saying Grant Hill, you couldn't fuck with Grant Hill really. And then like he didn't have like an exciting game, which is why
Nope. It was just real smooth and everything.
Y'all like how Kawhi get down.
I'm so mad no one stopped him from playing on that ankle. Like, hey man, just wait till it stop, man. Because oh my God.
Him and Tracy McGrady was about to play on the same team, healthy.
That was gonna be no one. That would have been the next greatest duo of all time right there. How are you gonna stop either one of them?
They would have been running through squads.
Man, did you pick?
I didn't.
Pick one.
See, it usually me thinking about like, damn, I don't know.
Because man, y'all, John, you know how
this
big
was
of a
your
Derrick
question.
Rose fan. I know.
This was your question.
Man, you brought this to us. You brought this to the table. You should have been had an answer.
I look at everything Grant Hill could do. There was nothing he couldn't do. I'm taking Grant Hill. Grant Hill.
Okay.
Man, Derrick Rose.
No. So fine. Okay, fine. So while we're still here, we got them lists like real fast. Give us, put them in your order.
Grant Hill, Derrick Rose, Brandon Roy, Tracy McGrady, Penny.
Okay.
Oh.
Go ahead.
So you said Grant Hill, Derrick Rose, Brandon Roy,
Tracy McGrady,
T-Mac, and Penny.
Yes.
Okay. John, go ahead.
I copied that list. That's exactly how I was going. That's exactly how I put it. Because
you would flop Grant Hill and D Rose, or
no.
Taking Grant Hill now.
Oh, I'm sorry. D Rose first, then Grant Hill.
Okay.
Yeah.
My bad. Excuse me. D Rose first, then Grant Hill. B Roy will be my third because that boy, man. B Roy was nasty.
Kobe said B Roy was nothing to fuck with.
Man,
like Kobe said it.
The way B Roy was knocking down game winners, the buzzer beaters, like it was free throws before what's his name? Dame time.
Dame.
Man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. So that's my first three: Tracy, then Penny.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. I
see
it different. I go Derrick. I go Grant. Then I go Penny. And the reason why I'm putting Penny there is because Penny was with Shaq, and they were chomping at the heels of Mike during Mike's prime. So I think if Penny would have stayed healthy a couple more years, Shaq probably could have stayed, and they would have had an opportunity to at least get out there in the East or to the finals. But then after that, then I'll go Brandon Roy and I go Tracy last because we did see great stuff from Tracy.
Oh, shit.
Despite him being hurt. So that's why I put Tracy last because we still saw Tracy being great.
Can I go first? I just want to rebuttal some on Pee Wee stuff. As far as putting T-Mac last, T-Mac was doing that alone. He didn't really get help until
Yao.
Yeah, like Yao, and that was and then that was like T-Mac. Yeah, his back was getting worse then.
Yeah.
Penny went out, got hurt trying to do it alone, like he was doing too much. So that's why I put Penny last, and like B Roy he didn't get a chance to put nobody with him because he got hurt too fucking fast.
But I look at Penny. Penny was a 6'6" point guard. We haven't seen someone like that since Magic at that time. But Penny had dimes. Penny could score.
Penny could do it all. Penny was one of my favorites.
Penny was special. He was special.
He definitely
and Tracy
was special.
And all these guys on the list, you're right, they're all special. But I still thought we saw great highlights of Tracy. We never really saw the greatness of Penny. We saw highlights of Roy. We saw highlights of Brandon Roy being special. Granted, it wasn't as long, but that's how I would put Penny third before those two.
I hear you. That's a good one. I like how you said that. Yeah,
I didn't hear your argument, but I won't need to because I can tell you why Penny shouldn't be right there.
Mm-hmm.
like you said earlier, Penny was with Shaq.
Yeah.
What could Penny have done by himself? He couldn't even really shoot. No offense to Penny. But I don't think he was nowhere near better than any of those guys.
No, I'm not saying he was better than those guys. Like I was
Or would
saying,
have had. I don't think he would. Go ahead, my bad.
Penny was special. You know, we saw great highlights. We still saw greatness of Tracy. We still saw some greatness of Brandon Roy. I think Penny was just scratching the surface, and we were never able to see him take off and really be that great player that we all expected him to be.
So how
We saw
can you say
flashes
he
from
would have been the
everyone
greatest?
else.
So he could have, as good as Tracy was, like you think that Penny could have been as good?
No, because I think they're different players. But for Penny to be a 6'6" point guard who can score, who can post, who can pass, who can do everything out there, you know, that's a la Magic Johnson. And Penny was still young.
Okay.
We saw Tracy's greatness. We didn't see Penny's greatness.
Okay.